Hello, everybody, and welcome to the learning activity number 7, which is the important aspects of developing specific types of material. On this presentation, we're gonna talk about how to teach grammar, how to teach vocabulary, and how to teach reading, and the specific types of material and specific types of apps that we can use and will help us to improve our skills. This presentation was done by Karla Emilia Cajas Pérez. Teaching grammar is a bit more complex than expected because grammar involves a set of language rules. As Grammarly 2025 mentions, grammar is the combination of individual words that form different meanings. So, this combination of words involves different perspectives and different perceptions, and therefore the use of words or the use of different words to express meanings. As we are talking of wider meanings again, it also involves the recitation, validation, and examination of it. Apart from this, it involves linguistic conventions depending on the protocols and language usage. This set of grammar rules that are going to be taught empower students in their communication that can be inside a class or outside a class because they allow them to use coherent and accurate structures that will help them to develop their different communication regarding the topic that they are going to talk about. So we have to take into account that grammar is the cornerstone of English and it's present on the curriculum that it's going to have it delivered in a pertinent, coherent, meaningful way and also with different pedagogical models. Moreover, as we have now more technological innovations inside the classroom, such as e learning, virtual reality, flipped or blended models of learning, and also the integration of multimedia, all of this has helped to give quality and accessibility to authentic resources and, of course, to education. However, these resources must have the following competencies. They have to be cognitive, technical, social, ethical, and also pedagogical. According to Talk Paul, there are a few apps that can help us to improve and also to practice our grammar. First, we have Duolingo, which is an app that has interactive quizzes and also interactive grammar exercises. We then have Babbel, which allows students to use their grammar and also vocabulary on real life contexts, as well as Memrise. But there is a difference between these two, and it's this last one. I mean, Memrise. It has like involved. It also involves like spaced repetition. So students, they practice grammar, they practice pronunciation and vocabulary, and they repeat. Rosetta Stone and Busuu are platforms that offer immersive content and also interactive grammar quizzes. HAMA 2022 mentions that some strategies for evaluating grammar are word replacement. Students have a sentence and they have a word in brackets which they will have to use or introduce on the sentence. Tense-based sentence transformation. They give us in a specific sentence and then in a specific tense to transform the first sentence given. Answering questions like how many letters has she written this month. Sentence creation, they give us some words and we will have to create a sentence within a specific grammar tense. And error correction, we have a set of sentences and students have to check on the mistakes based on the grammar topics that we were checking. Vocabulary is, according to the Cambridge English Dictionary, all words known and used by a human being. So, vocabulary is a critical element in any language because it provides us with the tools for an effective communication. The acquisition of vocabulary helps in the following areas. First of all, communication skills because it allows active communication between peers. Language proficiency because in order to master a language, we have to have a wide range of vocabulary. Technological integration helps to acquire vocabulary in different ways, and this goes along with the contextual learning because both of them provide students with um, authentic learning experiences. Specialized vocabulary help students on different areas, like, for example, business education or health. And finally, the autonomous learning because the students can self study using the internet and using different materials. Some strategies that help students are exercises, strategies like slang, collocations, or idiomatic expressions, online courses, or also vocabulary quizzes. But according to Indeed editorial team, the best apps to practice and improve our vocabulary are first vocabulary.com, which is a web page that contains a dictionary and, as they mentioned, they teach you new ways of learning new words scientifically. Then we have Vocabulary Builder, which is an app that, apart from teaching you new vocabulary, you can also take tests on pronunciation and usage of the new lexis. We have also Words with Friends, which is a multiplayer game in which the players will take turns to build crossword puzzles and discover new words. We have Word of the Day, which is an app that lets you discover one word every day, one new word every day, and it helps you like with list of synonyms and uses of the word. We have Anki, that is a platform that creates flashcards to teach you new words. It includes pronunciation, images, and also sentences. And on this one, you can, if you're reading a book, you can create a list of words that you don't know and transform them into flashcards with Anki. And finally, Little Words or Seven Little Words, which is a puzzle game that teaches you new words by letting you solve letter puzzles. It has five difficulty levels, and you can choose between British American or Australian English. Reading is a skill that needs constant improvement, and it involves useful and authentic resources that provide students with real experiences. Moreover, as this skill is used everywhere, it has a reciprocal relationship with writing. As reading is used everywhere and it uses a variety of resources, there are a few things to keep in mind. First of all, understanding digital literacy involves the use of digital literacy to have different strategies and different learning environments. If a student reads more, it's more probable to have a more academic success, and also it develops more like critical thinking skills. This also allows to develop or to expand your vocabulary, and of course with this your language proficiency. It's not the same to have a B1 vocabulary and a C1 vocabulary. It also helps the student to develop a lifelong learning and career advancement as it helps to grow in a globalized world. It also has to do with empathy and understanding as the students get to read and write about different points of views. In order to have authentic materials, the teacher should select appropriate digital tools, use interactive ebooks, utilize audiobooks and text to speech, promote digital annotation and note taking, and also teach media literacy and critical thinking. In order to do this, Speechify mentions 7 apps that can help us with this. First, Epic, which is an app for young learners that has a lot of books and helps them with the first steps of reading. Pocket Phonics, which is also an app for young learners. In here, they start reading, but also they practice phonics and they practice pronunciation. Speed Reader and Trainer are reading trainer are apps that can help us with our eye movement to improve our eye movement, and also they help us with reading exercises. Audible, Goodreads, and even Kindle, they have a lot of books and also audiobooks. Then they provide us with some recommendations according to what you like and dislike. And finally, Speechify, which transform text into speech.